down. Everybody calm down. It's not a big deal. I'm just telling you that. Everybody relax. Look, let's relax. Let's relax. I'm sorry, man.
Woo, Ryan! Woo!
Alright, okay. Go ahead. Alright.
Why you move out of the way?
It's like a Chappelle show sketch.
Yes. But yeah, this movie we're writing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So south of the border.
Yes.
What would we call it?
Well, explain south. Let's explain south of the border.
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
yeah, in North Carolina.
In on the border.
Yeah.
South of North Carolina, there's a little oasis.
There's a realm.
Yeah, I don't even. It's hard. It was hard to. It's like a. It's
pocket
like
dimension.
It was like its own town, but like
it really has like its own economy.
It's like Silent Hill.
Yeah, it had a gas station. It had like gift shops, an arcade. It had restaurants. It had a motel.
But all this shit looks zombified.
Yes, yeah.
Dude, I just love that you go there and try to pay with a U.S. dollar. Like, that won't work here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Souls.
You gotta have border dollars. You know what I mean?
Well, it was
fucking doubloons.
It's just that cheesy logo on like a green
Yeah.
construction paper.
It was very.
I wasn't ready for the construction paper.
Well, and they looked like they would have took it. That's the worst part. Everybody
the
that
lady
worked there, everybody at that bargain outlet lady, she looked like you could have just handed her a brick of wood, a cut of a 2x4, and she would have just okay. Like that lady looked like she'd have took whatever.
It's on the barter system.
Bro, yeah. It was like I'll be back in 3 days to trade more stuff. Like Walking Dead. Dude, that lady was creepy. But everybody's very nice. Let us say that about South Border. They were all excellent people. Very good quality people.
So the movie would be like a horror style, like zombie movie taking place in this setting. But like, I don't know, we had like a bunch of shots mapped out. Like there's this big ass like sombrero that you can like go all the way up to the top. And
Which y'all failed to tell me there was an elevator at first.
Yeah, he was over here believing you were gonna have to like take the stairs all the way up.
It does look like a big.
It doesn't look like an elevator goes up it at all.
And now I'm thinking back on like how nonchalant we were about like, yeah, we're gonna go up there. Yeah, we're just gonna go up there like two supermen, like two stamina like experts. It's like, yeah, dude, we're just gonna take a run up those stairs, and you look and it's like gigantic, dude.
Dude, so south of the border, as we explained it, it's like it's an amusement park where, like, I think maybe in the past they might have had a roller coaster.
I never saw it.
Yeah, it looked like
like
an ex-water park or something. I
feel like it might have had more shit 50 years ago that didn't withstand.
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
because they looked like they had like old carnival rides and stuff there.
I bet you it was like more compact with shit. You know,
They still had an RV park in the back too.
And maybe the roller coaster was like going through the shit, so there wasn't like a roller coaster area
road that comes through or something. But it was cool. That motel was sick. The dome motel.
Pleasure Dome.
Yeah, the Pleasure Dome.
The Pleasure
It's
Dome.
called the Pleasure Dome. It's got an inside pool and this cool like 70s, 60s style dome. It's very 60s retro looking.
Yeah, it's stuck in
outside
time.
pool and
It's
everything.
definitely stuck. It's sad but beautiful.
It looks like it looks like a scene out of Scarface or like a similar kind of movie. Like you would expect, like this is one of the like downtime scenes in the movie where he's like going to meet like a girlfriend or something or whatever. Like none of the like drug, guns, or shit happens here.
Yeah, yeah. This is one of the fun scenes.
Yeah, but the pool outside definitely could have a dead body in it. Like it had that vibe
100%.
all day.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, every building looked like it could have had a dead body in it. That's why we're writing a zombie
the
movie about.
reptile shit was like all built in horror. Like that's
Yeah.
the shot.
Yeah,
Like we don't have
yeah.
to do shit to
It's
it.
like the outside of the pleasure dome, like everything else about the amusement park is like a zombie movie, but that pleasure specifically feels like a David Lynch, like Twin Peaks kind
Yeah.
of weird.
Like we get to the desk to ask for
Everything's
like
shot at
information.
angles.
Yeah, the receptionist like speaking backwards for some reason. We're like-
And then they had like the most weirdest fountains. Every building just
yeah.
had like a weird fountain.
Mm-hmm.
We
And
saw a
there's a bunch-
payphone.
There's a bunch of giant statues out there.
Yeah,
of,
just
like,
weird
yeah,
random
like,
stuff.
like a horse and a giraffe, and then like a
wiener dog
whale.
next to a hamburger.
Yeah,
We saw a guy holding a baby, and then he brought the baby up to the giant,
giant
gorilla,
gorilla.
and like had the
The
baby,
baby
like
just
touching-
grabbed its nuts.
Yeah,
Or
It
where
was
its
weird to
nuts
see.
would be.
It was weird to see from a tower distance.
Yeah.
Looking down. You're like, I wish we were zoomed into that situation to understand. Like, oh, okay.
This is a man having a moment with his
Yeah.
child.
But from a distance, we're like, why does it
Why is
look
he?
like?
Why is he
Yeah.
touching his wiener?
like we get closer, and it's just a perspective
The
thing. Like they're not
gorilla-
anywhere
the
near.
gorilla's fake.
Yeah,
plastic
not,
wing.
we
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
watch an actual crime.
And it's
go
also
down.
like,
Yeah.
and it's also like 70 feet tall.
Yeah.
It was like huge.
But when we got to the elevator, I loved how that lady was like, "No, please stay as long as you want," because she just gets to sit in the elevator
Until we
Yeah.
want to come back
Like,
down, yeah.
box.
She was
can
like,
sit
"This
down.
is great. Y'all are the first people I brought up here today, so I'm gonna take my break now."
Have you ever like
Stay up here as long as you
I like
want.
it. I like honesty.
Have you ever looked at a person and then when they start talking, their accent doesn't match
That was
what
her
they look
for
like?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was definitely her
I didn't
for
expect you to
sure.
have that thick of an
And then-
accent.
I'm also not sure that she knew who she was talking about. Did a movie there? I don't think that.
Drew-
Oh
What
yeah,
did she say?
Has
apparently.
anybody ever seen a movie where Drew Barrymore drives through and there's a giant sombrero
It's
in the
south
shot?
of the border. Now it could be though. It could be. It could be a
I
movie
mean,
that bombed,
but
like
also-
Tiptoes.
But also, like, she was very young. And she didn't even get the name right. We had
Yeah,
to
she
get it
didn't
for her.
know.
She was like, Drew Moore, Drew
Bear, I
she,
think
yeah,
she
she said Drew
said.
Barry.
But
Drew
you got the
Barry.
one with the applicable range.
Yeah. Oh my God, that lady in the bargain bin.
Dude, that was.
You
so-
picked the option.
So yeah, we were already talking about the zombie thing, and then we were in there. You got that Onion book.
I got the Onion. It's
Collection.
It's
It's like an anniversary collection.
it's a hard copy of all.
And it was clean.
of their,
it was
like-
crispy, clean, new, too.
Yeah, it's all their like first pages of like every issue from 1988 to like 2008, 2006, something like
It was
that.
20 years.
I got that and a meat thermometer.
And he was looking for a drill.
I have a drill,
I like-
impact drill.
I like how even though you're trying to slip out of the kitchen and be a comedian, both items a meat thermometer and a book called The Onion.
You'll never get out. Restaurants are a trap, bro.
Yes.
The restaurant life is a trap.
It'll
But
get you.
but for a comic, it is
It's great.
it works. Like
does work.
it's miserable, but it works.
It does work. And also, as a comic who is broke, it feeds you to work
Yes.
in a restaurant.
I am eternally grateful to my boss lady right now for whom I work because, yeah, the amount of food I eat is incomprehensible for an employee to eat. But that's all of us
Well,
that work there
same.
because she
I was-
takes care of all of us. You know,
Look, we were talking about this in the kitchen before. Breakfast and lunch happen at work. Dinner, I'll figure out myself. Like, dude, it's part of my grocery
Yeah.
shopping.
100.
Yeah,
I love when the
absolutely.
kitchen decides breakfast as a team. That's the best.
Yeah.
When Brian
Yeah.
just turns around and he's like, "Should I go get sausage biscuits?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yes, yes, you should." Go
well,
get
if you're
sausage
asking,
biscuits."
the answer's yeah.
No, our kitchen's like super cool.
Yeah.
Like I
Well-
don't know how much I should say.
Well,
but
how many people
we're pretty
work
comfortable.
like at
Yeah.
y'all's because like the restaurant I work at? I think there's like 10 of us, and
Yeah,
that's
it's a
in the
small
kitchen,
staff.
the bartending, servers.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, you
there's
mean
like
everybody
12.
and all?
Yes,
It's
there's
a
like 12
small
of us
Oh.
that work all together.
No, we're like like 6,
Oh,
7.
shit, so
In the
y'all are-
well, in the
yeah.
kitchen, there's
Yeah, 3.
there's-
Yeah.
Well, during the day, I mean, like in total, day and night.
Oh,
I'm trying
you
to
mean
think.
like
So-
everybody?
So
That-
we
Yeah,
probably-
I'm talking about day shift, night shift, employed.
Oh, yeah.
We got
That's
like 12
different.
in
people.
the kitchen, we probably have 7 employees, and then out on the front of the house, there's probably like 10.
Yeah. And that's
But-
day and night?
Yeah.
Okay.
But at a time, there's usually 3 people in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And
2 people out.
yeah.
But
Oh,
see-
sometimes 2. But
Yeah.
usually 3.
But y'all can attest, and I can attest to this, but y'all specifically, it's so much more fun having somebody you get along with.
Word.
Like, because you're both doing the same miserable shit, but you're like, I got my buddy. Like, at least I got my
And when we
homie.
clock out, we're usually going to do the same exact things. We're
Yeah.
going to do comedy.
And, like, tell me this, you were just explaining on the car ride, when you've worked with somebody for so long and y'all have been doing the same thing, how nice is it that y'all can work a whole shift? Y'all don't even have to talk to each
Dude,
other hardly.
It's
Like,
great.
it literally-
It's like butter.
Yeah,
literally-
yeah.
There are shifts when it's me, Ryan, and this kid Paris that we work with. That's a kid. He's like 21.
Yeah, to
He's-
us. Like,
Yeah, he's a kid. He's the best, dude. We love Paris. Paris is
Easy
hilarious.
peasy.
Easy peasy. That's his nickname. Or meat shoes.
Yeah. He'll walk
Because
up
one
and-
day he dropped a bunch of debris meat and it landed on his shoes, and he went, "Damn, I got meat shoes." I got nothing.
So segregation, we're all pro or against it. I'll start. I'm against it.
I'm against it too.
Okay.
In restaurants, I'm pro it. I
Interesting.
do like.
Oh, okay.
Listen, a fusion restaurant is always shitty. I want to go to an Italian place that's mostly Italians in there.
Bro, okay. So this is kind of a hot take, but it is
Italian fusion.
it
That's one
is-
you never see. It's Italian Hawaiian.
Nah,
It's Italian Mexican.
it's literally just spaghetti with
It
pineapples
must be
in it.
impossible.
It's just-
You could do it at Slim Society. That would be the only
Italian-
place.
Italian Mexican would be like the most popular food in America. So it must just suck. It must not be good. You know what I mean?
I can't.
There must be no way to do it.
Yeah, that's from iCarly. That's like a popular thing. Yeah,
I don't know about no iCarly.
They're so bad. Don't ever eat them.
I would never.
It's a
eat 'em.
horrible idea.
Spaghetti taco?
Hell no. What?
No, see. Time out.
No, don't let him do what he's about to do. Whatever it is.
This is what I said.
Is this an Urban Dictionary thing? A spaghetti taco?
You take.
Nah.
I'm saying you wouldn't. Okay, would this classify as a spaghetti taco? Because when someone says spaghetti taco, I imagine I take my spaghetti, I put it in a piece of garlic bread, and I.
No, that would be a good
Right.
spaghetti taco. I've tried the way
Yeah.
they did it, which on the TV show they show it. They put a hard shell taco, noodles in there, spaghetti. That's
still
bad.
doesn't seem that
But the
bad.
way you described it is not a fusion restaurant. That's just you doing Italian tacos.
This me doing a very American job of eating my food.
It's just an Italian guy with like spaghetti and meatballs, but he's eating it with chopsticks. He's just like, I love Chinese food. I love Italian Chinese. I've always felt Italian food works great with chopsticks a lot of the time.
Try Italian.
No, you can just eat it with chopsticks.
Yeah. You
Other
can.
cultures should take chopsticks.
Do you stab the meatball though, or do you try to flimsily pick it
You
up?
cut it up a little bit with the chopstick.
I think you eat noodles like a pro, just with chopsticks,
Heck
and then
yeah.
just.
Usually I'll get my head in it, and then I'll go, and then
You're big on putting your
eventually-
head in things.
Eventually, I'll like my head will lift up, and then I'll realize another a cat or another dog. I mean, is also sucking the meat.
Another dog.
I'm a dog in this story.
Okay, I like it.
Hell yeah!
And there's an Italian man getting a little bit turned on by these dogs.
It's
You're like, why is he feeding these dogs freshly made noodles?
It's Lady and the Tramp. There's a man jacking off camera to 2 dogs kissing.
I like that they're going to die from the garlic. There's onions in the meatballs. They're going to die. Don't feed your dog Italian food.
Like, can they have garlic?
They can't. Yeah, they're supposed to have like garlic and onions and stuff. A lot of stuff that's in like it's weird because you always in the media, you always see dogs eating pizza.
In the media.
And the media is always showing you dogs eating pizza, which is weird because that's one of the few I feel like bipartisan. Both sides show that.
They also
Liberal media. You turn on CNN, they'll show a dog eating a slice. You turn on Fox News, they'll show a dog eating a pizza pie.
look. It's the same with cats and milk.
Yeah.
Cats can't have milk, man. But for some reason,
Wait, they can't have milk?
They're not supposed to.
Oh.
would love if he just got up and ran.
I left a gallon with the
It's a
cap
cell
off.
But is it like, wait,
Carl,
and this is what I don't
turn
get
it off right now.
Oh, no, you stopped it.
You didn't really
No,
mean
he was
turn it
he's
off.
checking our status.
Oh.
Because, like, you don't want to have something go wrong and you don't know shit about it for, like, 20 minutes. Yeah.
Dang. You been there?
One time, this is 2015.
This is 2015.
No. Holy shit, I'm late for class.
Carl.
I have a show at the Blind Mule
There's still
in
time
an
to
hour.
save the cat from the milk. You ever drink
Bill
cat
Cosby did what?
milk? Oh my god. Put all of your money out of not Bill Cosby.
Take all your money out of Puddin' Pops.
This is my new character, everybody. Time traveler who doesn't know how gambling works. To put all the money on not Harvey Weinstein.
A 9-10. You're like, put all
Sell all
money.
your R. Kelly CDs. And then, like, 10 years later, you're like, I don't really know how that was supposed to pay off financially.
Keep Ignition. The remix.
One time I was at a bar in Kansas City, and it was, like, right after he got, like, arrested and everything. And this DJ, like, it was closing. Everyone was dancing and stuff. It was closing. The DJ's like, all right, everybody, we're going to play last song of the night. And this song, everybody, we've all had fun tonight. I don't care how you feel. If you're for or against it, it doesn't matter. We're all dancing. And then he starts fading in remix to Ignition.
Dude,
and then the whole bar is like, no! And they like booed it. And then this DJ like cut it and was like, whatever. Well, good night, everybody.
Yeah, so he's playing Intergalactic.
No, he cut
it.
He cut it, and then there was just an awkward like 2 minutes where the bar's like, well, close your tabs, everybody.
God damn.
You can like hang out, I guess.
So weird. It's like when your closer
Yeah.
doesn't work. Like, silence.
It was awesome though. It was like so
Nice.
funny to watch.
That's how you avoid doing an encore. He's like, I want to get the fuck out of here. I want
Yeah.
to play something that's can get me booed off.
These are the unseen consequences. I feel like R. Kelly, if you're watching this, R. Kelly, I feel like you were so selfish, not because of the crimes you were convicted of and committed, for the things you couldn't have foreseen, like that experience right there. That was your fault that bar had that awkward two minutes.
Oh yeah.
He did that. He should have thought about that when he was fucking Aaliyah when she was like 12. How old was she?
Age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah.
That's the song.
He
wrote
wrote
I'm
that
not
and had
saying
her
that.
sing it.
Yeah. But yeah, when I write jokes for kids, everybody gets mad at me.
What you want to run one of these jokes?
Someone
by
just
me?
writing
Like,
an adult writing dirty jokes for kids.
The punchline is, hey, but age ain't nothing but a number.
Hey,
Everybody
everybody.
is laughing.
I mean, those
The
kids on
12-year-old gets off stage and then high fives me and like the
Your
wings.
merch is $20 off at Applebee's.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, coming with me. Bring your
That'd be
teacher
awesome.
girlfriends with you. Go and eat at Applebee's.
That would be great.
We're gonna get appetizers.
Why is Applebee's so often associated with school?
Well, Apple.
You'd think teachers would want you to go to Apple A's.
God damn it! I fucked your joke up. I'm
No, that
sorry.
wasn't a joke. That was one of those moments where I asked a question and then I was like, well, no one has an answer.
Yeah.
My brain was like, here's a pun. That is how I go through life. No, I think something like a good way to write is just like have an idea and don't have any jokes. And then when you're on stage, you're like, your brain will be like, this feels awful. And it will just like force you to like think of a thing.
Boring states in Japan, the Jedi or some shit or whatever. Wasn't that all about like rice ownership and lordship? Never mind.
I don't do. I'm just telling you what I know, man. I'm just telling you what they told me.
I gotta know this.
They got anything? I bet you they say
Holy shit, colors.
out of the whole population, 19,000 white, 8,000 black.
Okay. I like how they counted those 12 Pacific Islander people.
Yeah, dude, like we know who they are.
Yeah, they went to their houses personally.
Culture. Okay, here we go.
Rice.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's what they told me. What is the... Maybe I should just type in rice capital of Louisiana, because wherever I was, dude, they're serious about this damn rice. Let's see the culture there. It says, Houma and surrounding communities are a blend of French, Native, Cajun, African, and Creole influences. Initially, the area was colonized by French and Spanish, who made their way south through Bayou La Fourche. In the late 18th century, numerous Acadians, later known as Cajuns, settled in the region. The Acadians have been expelled by the British from Nova Scotia during the 7 Years' War of their unwillingness to take a loyalty oath to the British king. Roll Tide. The number expelled was approximately 15,000, of which 3,000 eventually settled in this region. Others went to France as the French, Spanish, Acadians, and Native American people mixed over the decades. A unique Cajun culture emerged.
They should be cheering for this. Fuck the rice.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
The swampland around Houma resulted in the area being quite isolated from the rest of Louisiana and the United States well into the 1930s. That's kind of badass.
Yeah.
That it's just like, we can't even get to them, and they're just like, good.
Yeah,
It's
like, we down here.
You just see eyes blinking through, like, tall, like, swamp grass. Or
That's what they
whatever.
do for entertainment, because they can't get the TV signal or some shit.
And well into the 1930s is crazy. That means, like, people were driving cars around, and they're like, oh, have you ever been to Houma? And they're like, no one goes to Houma.
Yes, the media blackout, bro.
Yeah, dude. Outside influences such as radio and concomitant popular culture failed to penetrate Cajun culture. So Cajun culture and the use of French language in this region preserved much longer in cities on the border of Cajun country, such as Lake Charles or Baton Rouge. Traditional Cajun culture in Houma includes the French language, Cajun cuisine, and celebration of Catholic festivals such as Mardi Gras. The folk culture remains evident today and attracts many tourists to the region.
Okay. Well, we know some things about the place we're about to go tomorrow. We know a little bit of the history. I'll ask about the rice.
Man, I'm about to just Google this rice thing, because they...
Now I want to know what the rice capital of the world is.
Well, here. We're going to type it up. Rice capital of the world. Crowley, Louisiana. There it is. That's where I was at. Thank you. The rice capital of the world is Crowley, Louisiana. This city is recognized for its significant rice production and milling, making it a notable destination for rice cultivation. Additionally, Arkansas. Okay. Stuttgart, Arkansas is also known for its rice production, but Crowley holds the title specifically. There you go. Crowley.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be real odd to edit.
But Crowley, Louisiana.
Yeah, you were there before. I think that's the thing. I've never been there either.
Yeah, Crowley was where I was at. They were very serious about this fucking rice.
I did face my fear and go to New Orleans after years of not being there, because the last time I was there, I got a parking ticket that I just ignored. And I thought maybe if I came back, there would be a SWAT team waiting for me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. They didn't give a shit at all.
Nah, man. Crowley is noted for its annual International Rice Festival.
There it is.
Crowley is the nickname of rice capital of the world because one time it was a major center for rice harvesting and milling. Today, Crowley still has a number of rice mills, and rice is the main crop of many local farmers.
But does it produce the most rice, though?
No, they probably... Oh, dude, Pimp C.
What?
Apparently from Crowley, Louisiana.
Shouts out to Pimp C. R.I.P. to that
I
man.
thought he's from Port Arthur. Was he born in Crowley? Holy shit.
Nice.
Born
you
in
went to
Crowley.
the birthplace. You performed in the birthplace of Pimp C.
That made the rice capital.
Mm-hmm. You know, Rice is a street name for Molly.
You know what?
Back in the
That
day.
makes sense. Pimp C probably was also the rice king of Crowley, Mississippi. I mean,
Look at that.
Louisiana. So who are all these famous people from Crowley? We got Pimp C.
We got some politicians. A famous wedding photographer. Like, how?
That's crazy. You was
How you do
good.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. It's just you alone.
Amazing pictures.
Clifford Joseph Pee Wee Trahan? What kind of name is this?
He looks like a Pee-wee. Yeah, Pee-wee had a look.
Dude, that is a
Yeah,
Pee Wee.
like, you didn't just get called Pee-wee for nothing. What? Hold on. Songs frequently used the racial slur. Oh my God! Pee-wee!
Hold on, wait. I'm sorry. What is
yeah.
Pee Wee? What is
You look at it.
Hold on. That we're supportive. Holy shit. Johnny Rebel and Pee Wee Trahan was an American singer, songwriter, musician who performed songs that were supportive of white supremacy. He used the Johnny Rebel name for a series of recordings for J.D. J. Miller's Red Rebel label in the 1960s in response to the civil rights movement. The 12 songs exhibited racial hatred, marketed as subtle, rib-tickling satire.
It's just jokes, y'all.
The songs
I'm just fooling.
frequently used the racial slur
No.
and often voiced sympathy for racial segregation, the KKK, and the Confederacy.
All three?
Jesus. After retiring in 2003. Crowley.
Oh no! Wait. Oh my God.
Trahan stated that he just did it for the money and that he didn't set out to spread hate or start trouble.
Who does this sound like right now?
It sounds like a lot of
Who
comedians.
the fuck is this? Oh my! It all comes back to Joe Rogan.
He said at that time there was a lot of resentment, whites towards blacks and blacks towards whites, so everybody had their own feelings. Lots of people changed their feelings over the years. I basically changed my feelings over the years up to a point.
I think he was at Hogan level.
Oh, man.
That was a ride, dude. I'm so glad. I'm so glad we got here. Thank you, Wikipedia.
What the fuck?
Yo,
What
there's another
the
K, y'all.
fuck? Are you reading these song
Yes, I'm
titles?
reading. Oh my fucking God, this is.
I can't say any of the titles to these songs.
I can, but I won't.
I can't let the people know what these songs are.
Yeah, I made it large so that people can see.
Oh my God.
Still looking for
my
it.
handout.
Oh my
crazy.
fucking God, this is
What
incredible.
the fuck?
This is incredible.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the 12-song album.
Oh man.
What the fuck?
This is recent enough to be released on CD. Are you I mean, I'll read it. A CD compilation of his work simply shows a hooded member of the Ku Klux Klan together with a depiction of the Confederate battle flag. The cover of the album, it's the attitude, stupid. It shows a hooded Klansman holding an MP3 player with a Confederate flag texture and wearing earphones.
It's that modern.
Mm-hmm.
This dude.
So this isn't in like sepia tone in black and white and shit.
So this is considered like the golden oldies, like the classics to the like. If you're the KKK, they're like, man, put on some
like,
some damn Johnny Rebel.
They
like,
don't do it like Johnny Rebel used to do. Yeah, they don't make it
like in the KKK. Johnny Rebel is like that's their Bob Dylan. Like,
yeah, they don't put the N-word in the title of the song like Johnny Rebel used to do. Death.
Holy shit.
Crowley, Louisiana. Classic Clan compositions is nuts.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Legacy. An Anti-Defamation League report noted that since the 1960s, when racist country singer Johnny Rebel recorded songs such as N-Word, Hatin' Me, more than 500 hate rock bands have formed worldwide.
I just did it for the money. I didn't mean to spread hate, and I didn't mean for all that to happen.
Holy shit.
Hold on, that was on the Boondocks?
Lampooned the music of Johnny Rebel in the episode The Story of Jimmy Rebel.
Wow. See, I got to go back and watch that episode.
Wow.
I don't remember that. This is a crazy find.
The name
Carson.
of the album is For Segregationist Only. This is crazy.
And you know what? It's not that far-fetched, but it's just crazy looking at it now, I'll say.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think it's okay.
No, I mean,
It's worked out for me.
if it's working for you, keep doing it.
We found out some people don't give a shit about people throwing dildos at WNBA players. It's too topical to like really go into on an episode of this because like I'm sure by the time you guys see this, hopeful. I hope to God this won't be a thing by the time this comes out. But
I mean, let's go ahead and say it. We don't have to say anyone's name. Here's the story of what happened. We were having a conversation about how people are throwing dildos at WNBA players on the court.
which is crazy.
Yeah. Which is insane. And it's getting to the point that people are now betting on what color dildo is going to be thrown on the game. Like, we are like this is why Europe doesn't respect us.
Yeah.
Because we are, like, literally, it doesn't matter what class you are in America. To the rest of the world, we are trailer trash, dude. We are trailer trash people to the rest of the world. And it's because of stuff like this.
I've been straight up told if I travel abroad to tell people that I'm Canadian.
Yeah, dude. Like,
And to say Iran and not Iraq, because that'll be a dead giveaway.
and then we have pride in our trailer trashness. That's
Yeah.
the other thing. It's like, we know it, and fuck you.
The
Like,
anti-intellectualism,
Oh,
they call
God.
it, that we parade. Anyway, so that's happening in
So-
the WNBA.
yeah, so what happened is someone that we know was talking about it, and this person runs marathons.
No. What happened is, I brought this up,
There's a woman.
and wait. Before that happened, we're in the kitchen. All the people in the kitchen are guys, and I brought this up, and me and Carson are there, and we were talking about it, like just like that's fucking crazy that that's happening. And the other person in the kitchen was more making light of it or whatever, and I was kind of pushing back on him, kind of like, hey, no, like seriously, like that's fucked up to do. Like, what do you mean? And then this happens.
Oh, so then
Yeah.
what happened is the lady that we're speaking of, who runs marathons and
Yes.
everything, she's a very athletic woman. She what did she say? She basically was saying like, ha ha.
She said maybe that'll make them more profitable.
Oh yeah, she said, "Hi, well maybe that'll make those players more profitable. The fact that they're getting dildos thrown at them." And Ryan just straight up does this classic, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?" He's like, "How am I fighting for women's rights
Yeah, like,
more than you are?"
Like literally, I was like, do I have to do this by myself? Are you fucking serious? Like, I was just losing my mind in the kitchen.
It feels like right now America doesn't understand the difference between comedy and being flat out disrespectful.
Yeah.
Which are not the same
It's
thing.
been
Like-
happening for so long, man. It's like y'all are not joking. Y'all are hiding behind like, oh, I'm just playing. It's like, no, they're never just jokes. I'm sorry, I'm getting like jumping into the camera shot.
Dude, if you busted your ass like as a child, you're like a little girl, you're like obsessed with basketball, you get really good, you make the middle school team, you're the star of your high school team, you get a full ride scholarship to college where you make it good enough to get drafted into a professional sport just for fucking grown men to throw dildos at you.
Yeah,
like
and-
what the fuck
no,
is
no.
wrong with people?
Let's go deeper. And your existence in this top level of the sport has increased the sport as a whole in the era that you're in it. Like, it's a very important thing that's happening, and people are throwing dildos on the court while you're
And other
playing,
women are like,
competing.
good.
Yeah, like, oh, that's funny.
This
Fuck
is-
you.
this-
Oh my god.
This is what is inspired my Susan B. Anthony bit, is this mentality right
Yes.
here, where I'm like, Susan B. Anthony did all that work just for young women to enjoy being referred to as fine shit.
It's like,
It's like-
I just cannot, for the life of me, understand why. I can get it if you're like a super religious person, I guess, but those people are in cults and they're crazy, but they don't want to admit that. But like, I don't see how a person that is a woman can look at what's happening right now and be like, this is good. They're hurting you. What are you... I'm doing it again.
No, dude,
I'll
it
stop.
happens. This is the D. This is that.
Yeah,
this
man.
This is when that character comes out, dude.
Hey. Hey.
The D fights for women's rights.
Yeah, man. Feminism. Hey. The D says respect women.
The D says don't throw dildos. The D says let them play, let them cook. But
I
did
can't
you
believe
see
that's
that?
real.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
That is on them.
Yeah.
Like I'm
That
not
was
saying
an
throw.
own
I'm
goal
not
right
saying
there.
throw dildos. Throw whoever invented that slogan. Maybe throw one dildo. In
Yeah.
there.
Throw a
Maybe just
dildo
one.
straight down that person's
Let
throat.
her cook.
Why would you serve it up like
Why
that?
would you
Why-
do? And if you're trying to be tongue in cheek, it's like the comedy's gonna win.
Yeah.
The comedy's gonna win that one.
Like,
dude.
this isn't going to go down the way you plan it. It never does. I promise.
Oh.
The internet does not do that.
My
Like,
God.
Don't do it. Don't. Oh, you made it so easy.
When I
you
saw
pitched
that-
underhand.
When I saw that let her cook, I was like, Jesus Christ, like who's the fucking company that invented this two black eyes? Like, you know what I mean? Like y'all are going backwards. Like
When I saw it, I was like, "There's no that is a Photoshop picture."
That's
There's
what
no
I
way
thought
I'm
at
seeing what
first.
she is actually holding.
I was like, these are people making a joke, right?
Yeah.
Like these are the dildo throwers, like doubling down.
Mm-hmm.
No, dude. Also, it like sucks too. Like what's crazy to me is that like
The Dildo Throwers is a great name for a band.
That
I'm
is,
sorry.
dude, the
We gotta
Dildo
just pause to
Throwers.
acknowledge that.
But yeah, it's crazy to me that it's like it's always the people that are throwing the dildos too that are the first ones to scream about their rights being stepped on and
I
shit.
swear to
Like,
God,
they're like the
dude.
biggest pussies.
The biggest
Like,
pussies. All I'm gonna say, and just leave it there. There is not going to be a White House Correspondents' Dinner.
oh yeah, we talked about this
Yeah,
because Trump doesn't like being made fun of.
Trump is a pussy.
No, most
Every modern president that I can remember in my lifetime has sat at that fucking like table or whatever and got their fucking ass roasted about whoever the best comedian at the time was. And it's a tradition, and you fucking do it, and you take it, and that's just part of the shit.
the Norm Macdonald Bill Clinton one is amazing. It's
Yeah.
so good. But yeah, no, and and also I was thinking, I was like, well, I'd probably get like Tony Hinchcliffe. Or
Yeah,
something.
just
But
suck his
then
dick,
I
dude.
forgot that Tony Hinchcliffe, after the the Puerto Rico joke or whatever thing at the
Oh, they
RNC.
don't like him.
Well, Trump. They did an interview with Trump afterwards about it, and Trump straight up was like, "I don't know who that is."
Oh.
Like, so I don't think I think Trump's just friends with Joe Rogan. I don't think Tony Hinchcliffe was really on his radar too much.
Is this like a Little Pimp situation?
I don't know, dude.
All right, so you know who Lil Pump is? I hope not.
I know.
He's
Yeah,
a-
I know. Yeah. I know the name. I
SoundCloud rapper that
couldn't
kind
name
of
a single song.
well, neither could Donald Trump because Lil Pump. This is years ago, but he endorsed Donald Trump infamously, and people were like, "What
Keep
the
talking.
fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Whatever, I'm on Trump's side." Can you make sure the camera is recording while you're doing that? All right, cool. But he's fucking running around for Trump and all that, and then finally, Trump has him like on the stage with him, you know, at one of his rallies or whatever, and he's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, fine young man, a musician, give it up for Little Pimp." And we're like, "Yo, you sold your soul for this, Little Pimp?" Damn.
Hilarious.
I think that's the last I ever heard of him, actually.
Yeah, dude. It's yeah, it's weird times. It's also funny. It's like, you know, there's this movie Slacker that I love that came out in 1991. It is Richard Linklater
Yeah.
that made Dazed and Confused, Before Sunset, Before Sunrise, School of Rock, Boyhood, movies like these. Great films, all of them. But Richard Linklater made the movie Slacker, and it's set in Austin, Texas in 1991. And it's just, he got all of his film buddy friends and just people he knew in town. And it almost feels like there's like no cuts. Like the camera just follows one person, and then when another person passes by, it follows them for like 5 minutes. And you just kind of live a life in the day of Austin, Texas through like 40 different characters or whatever. But there's this one dude who comes out of a bar. He's like following this college kid. He comes out of the bar and he's like, "Hey, I hear you're looking for your friend. You say your friend's missing?" And he's like, "Yeah, something like that." And then he's like, "Yeah," and he's just like following him. He has the beer in a glass that he just takes from the bar, and he's just walking down the street with the glass. He just keeps it. But he starts being like, "Yeah, a lot of people have been going missing these days." And they just like, he's like a conspiracy guy. He just starts talking to him. And then he was like, "Yeah, it's getting weird, man. The billionaires and blah, blah." He goes on this whole rant, and then he goes, "You feel that? It's getting hotter. A little bit hotter than it was last summer. Yeah, these billionaires are going to start building rockets. They're going to start trying to get them off of this planet and onto a different planet and leave us here to burn because they know it's getting too hot." This is in 1991, before billionaires were building their own rockets.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit.
Why are they doing that?
And then the funniest thing is, like, millionaires who are these, like, you know, pompous, not all of them, but I'm saying, like, you know, the idea of the millionaires that you know out that exist out there that are like douchebags. Like, you're not getting saved. In 10 more years, that $1 million is middle class. They're not taking you with them. You know what I mean? Like,
I think the spectrum only shifts. It doesn't distort or actually go away or anything. It's the way I feel about, like, when they say, like, "Oh, we need to have an ethno state. We need to have, like, everyone be the same color here in America." And it's like, okay, well, after you do that and you get rid of all the coolness and the flavor and all that, you realize you're just going to pick another thing to discriminate about, right? Like, you're just going to be, all right, so now it's hair color. Blonde is the best hair color, and it's going to be, like, it's just going to happen. Like, the spectrum is it's just going to shift around. Like, it's not going to go away. Like, it's just some people's nature. And for some people, y'all keep giving those people the keys to the everything.
God bless Jesse Owens.
I don't know.
Oh,
Hell
man. I read a book that guy that Jesse Owens beat that was like Hitler's, like,
His
boy.
his fucking Drago.
Yeah, they like ended up becoming friends.
Oh,
They were like, cool.
see, there you go.
Yeah.
That's the true effect of competition, and when sports are, you know, valued and stuff, that things like that can happen. See, like, what if when Jesse Owens was winning that race, and history was being made, and this beautiful moment was unfolding, some asshole just threw a dildo. Tripping Jesse.
Ways we can stop talking about Youngblood.
If you guys get a cease and desist, that's gonna be impressive. Like,
Yeah, right.
No, he wouldn't do that. Anyways,
Is this y'all's first time doing a show here since they because we did like 3 other shows?
no, I've never done.
wait, at Crescent Theater?
Yeah, well, I thought maybe you did.
No, I did the open mic that y'all had, like
Okay,
the impromptu
okay.
open mic, which was
That's what
fun.
it
That was
was.
an awesome open mic.
Nice, hell yeah. Sweet, that should be fun. The stage is cool. They got it all set up. The first time we did it wasn't nearly as nice as it is now. Like, they got the logo on the screen. Man, they didn't have that the first time. It's
Nice.
pretty dope.
I'm excited.
But yeah, Ryan, you got anything?
I was wondering, so I was asked a question last night, and Olivia, you have some experience here. So someone asked me and Carson if we were ready to record specials, and we both of us were like, I don't think so. Like, I don't like we feel like very infantile with where we are in our like, I feel like there's more growth or like something to achieve first, like some level that I feel like I might feel ready. But at the same time, I'm like, what if that never happens and I just never release it? So like, did you ever, or like, how did you decide like
That
now?
was exactly how I felt too. So I don't know, I just kept thinking like, oh, I need to wait till someone asks me to do it. And that's just because it's how it's always been. And then you just keep seeing all these people, like these comics have been doing it for a long time. Like, they keep coming up with their own specials and they're really good. And I just kept asking, people kept asking me like if I had a special. I was like, no, I don't. And then I had this one woman named Darshell. She works in film. She used to do comedy like years ago, just for a little bit. And she just kept offering me, like, she said she would help me film it and produce and everything. And I kept saying, no, I'm not ready. Like, no one knows me. And then she just kept finally like asking me. And finally I was like, you know what? Like, I'll do it. Since someone's offering. And my friend I went to high school with, Bill Palmer, him and his film team, they filmed it for me. And yeah, if I had people offering, I was like, why not? And honestly, like, ever since I got that out of the way, I've been writing like so much more. Because I kept feeling like I had to just like keep using my same material to keep putting it out there. But now I have like it out there. And
Yeah, and that's one of the things that it was Josephine that said this. But one of the things she brought up was that like it was basically that, because I was saying like I'm trying to do like new shit, like I'm trying to like, go into a new plateau or whatever. And she was like, well, just do it to burn your old shit. Like, just do it to be done with all that.
Yep.
But now in my head, I'm like, but I don't want to release a special full of shit that I don't feel no more. Like, I'm going to be on stage, like, playing the hits, like, obviously with no light behind my eyes or anything.
something that Darshell told me too, the one that like encouraged me to do this, she was like, think about how many people have specials out there that aren't as funny as you. I was like, damn bitch, you're right, let's do this.
Well,
So
and also, like, I've always heard, like, that's the point, is, like, when you're completely sick and disgusted and tired of the jokes, that's how you know
Which I
it's time
am,
to
God.
record the
Ugh.
special. Where it's like, I've been doing this 30 minutes, it's done. I can, like, literally with the blindfold and 2 fucking earbuds in, do this whole act. You know what
as
I mean?
well as the
It's
other
like-
comedians that have been
Yeah,
around
yeah,
for 10 years.
exactly. It's like, so... Yeah, I feel like when it does get to that point, you're like, all right, it's time to be done with this,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
move on.
You can like roll
So-
the credits on all those jokes that you got tired of.
I will say though, I just had the worst luck ever. I woke up, I was so healthy, like for 2 months. I quit drinking for 2 months. I was exercising every day, lost like 25 pounds, almost 23 pounds, almost 25. And then the night before my special, like I started to not feel that good. I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna like take some vitamin C and go to bed. I woke up sick. So I was like super sick the day of my special.
Oh, yeah.
And I just looked up on Reddit. I was like, what do brides do on their wedding day when they're sick? So I took Dayquil and an energy drink and just pushed through that shit. And my mouth was so dry from being sick. and they made me put lipstick on. I didn't want to wear lipstick, but like they made me put lipstick on because they said my mouth will just be drowned out with my pale white skin if I didn't put lipstick on. And I found like an
Like,
old.
you look lipless.
Yeah, I found an old lipstick, like expired lipstick in my car. I was like, all right, I put the lipstick on.
You're like the mom from
And-
Requiem for a Dream.
Yeah. I look like I'm on like, I don't know. I look like I'm on drugs. I'm just like licking my lips the entire time during my special. And they didn't cut any jokes out, but they had to cut out where I drink water so much. And I could have just drank water, not said anything. But for some reason, every time I drink water during my set, I'm like, hold on, y'all. I'm really thirsty. I'm like, my mouth's really dry. It's like, I don't have to explain myself.
Dude, no, it's so funny that she gave me that as advice when we did a show in Mississippi in Macomb. She was like, yeah, if you feel like you're like, you lost yourself for a second, she was like, take a long sip of water and think. And I was like, okay.
But don't talk about taking a sip of water.
She said that, but I think I did the same thing. Like, it's just natural. Like, in the mic, I was like, I'm going to take a sip of water real quick, like an announcement.
Sure is woman here.
You're your own narrator. Just like, he drinks water as he ponders upon his jokes.
Exactly.
Where's your special at, Tekk?
Yeah, are you
Good
going to make a
God.
special?
One day, I've been planning one.
Yeah, I thought
but
you were
my
about to make
problem
one.
Is, like, me planning stuff, and then I'll go to work, and then 2 weeks will happen. And before I know it, ADHD is taking over, and then I no longer have those thoughts anymore.
Damn.
But they still linger. I'll do a special one day. I like just figured out a name I want to call it, and it just ended up being like a happy thought, and that's what made me start working on it again. So
You need a vision board that just says comedy special
I
on it.
want a vision board, but my problem is I'll start putting weird shit on my vision board. Like, I'm gonna just start putting pictures of stuff I kind of want. Like,
Pictures of nude women just start
it's like,
covering up
I'm
where it says
hungry.
comedy special.
I think I want to go to a Buc-ee's. Like,
I like this character from Cool Borders 2. I'm gonna put him there on the vision board.
little Optimus Prime to give me a little pep. Like, so yeah, it's like it's one of those weird things of wanting a special and wanting to have it be right, and then also wanting to make it be funny. Also, my problem is I'll do those jokes and then I'll be like, this is awful. Please don't release this.
Oh,
like, my
yeah.
biggest worry is I'll have a Prince moment and I'm like, this is great. It's completed. Don't ever show nobody this. This was horrible. Why did y'all let me do this with that shit on my head? Like,
Man.
and it's so bad.
We are our biggest critics, though.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
just need to put it out there.
It's like, it'll happen one day. I'm gonna get 3 people with iPhones together, and I'm gonna just station them at different points of a place, and I'm gonna be like, you are my angles. Like, be still.
Yeah,
Like,
and I do think it's cool that the only excuses we have are the ones like within, because it's like, oh, you can do it.
Yeah.
Like, no one's stopping you
no one's
from
stopping
doing
you.
it. Like, you
Like,
got all the shit you need to
you
do
have
it.
great places with great lighting and plenty of people that can record and edit, and I'm like, but I don't wanna.
and
My
that's-
thoughts make me nervous.
It's crazy how much technology's changed comedy. Where like now, if someone's like, "Hey, when are you gonna do your special?" You're nervous, like, "Oh shit, I don't know. I probably should think
don't
about
know
that."
what-
If someone walked in a room in 1988, like, "Hey, so when are you gonna do your special?" We'd all just start laughing, like, "Ah!"
It's like,
They're like,
I don't know
"What's a
anyone
comedy
at
special?"
HBO. Like, it's like, no, but you do have an iPhone. Quit being lazy, bitch.
It's like only 6 comedians a year get to do that.
Yeah, it's like, who am I, Steve Martin? What do I got? Like, no, you can do it now.
Yeah.
I've had people say they have a special, and I will look at them sideways, and I'm like, but should you?
Some people are nervous to even talk to the comedians. They think they're going to be mean, and he's just like, "What's your name, man?" Joe. Joe, that's awesome, man. What do you do for work? Like everything. Like he gets them excited to talk, and then he's like, something funny's going to come, and he knows, but he's
Yeah.
like, he's sitting there like bobbing and weaving,
That's the
waiting for
trick.
it, like waiting
You
for
let
it.
him,
Like,
let him keep talking.
yeah.
Yeah, it's when comics try to force it, where they're like, "Oh, you're from Alabama, dumbass." Like, it's
Yeah.
like, why are you doing this? Like,
I
just,
know, right?
Like, I know you don't feel that strongly about me being a farmer or like whatever it is. Like, you have some like reaction or a pre-written bit or some shit. It's like
Joshua Jordan's bit at Lafayette Comedy Fest was. Did you see him?
I did not get to
His
see his
bit
set.
was he's not good at crowd work, so he'd be like, "Where are you from, New Jersey?" I got nothing. He's like, and then he kept being like, why do I keep trying this? Like,
Ryan,
not good at it.
Ryan Deacle has been doing this thing that I love.
It's fake.
He's like,
I don't like it. I want to yell at him. I was hoping to see him this weekend so I could be like, stop posting fake crowd work. Yeah,
no,
it's pissing me off.
He does this on stage, but he does this thing where he's like, all right, instead of crowd work, I want the crowd to work on me. So here's what we're going to do. He points out somebody, he's like, ask me, what's my name and what do I do for work? And he's like, oh. And he's like, what's your name? Right. Me? And then he's like, dude, it's so good. And
that's funny, actually.
He's like, Ryan. He's like, what do you do for work? He goes, I don't have to answer that. He just walks off stage. That's the whole thing. It's ridiculous.
See, he's so funny. I love him.
He's hilarious.
I adore him. But when I saw his clip this week of like, I hope you're listening, motherfucker, of like the fake crowd work thing, I wanted to fucking text him and be like, don't do this.
He told
you're
me
cheating. Stop it.
Well,
other people are going to copy you. Other people are stupid.
The
don't
thing
do
is,
this.
he had to tell me this, that the clips he was using of the crowd was from Kings of Comedy.
100%.
It's obvious.
Yes, it's like ladies in church hats.
Yeah,
but the bit is that see, that's the bit is like he knows it's bad. Like he loves that kind of shit where he's like, this is so bad it's hilarious. He's like he that's his style, dude. He's upset. He loves Tim and Eric and that weird like
look, you don't have to sell me on Ryan Deacle. I think he's the man. But it's just the precedent of like fake crowd work clips as a concept. I was like, people are going to copy this. They don't get the bit.
It's not so
now
much,
it's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah, it's not so much what he's doing, but what the influence will be in the meta going forward.
Can I tell you my scammy plan for social content?
Yeah.
A fake podcast. Hear me out.
Okay.
It doesn't lead anywhere. But it's just like super cut clips of like people saying really hot buttony stupid sound bites, and it's like 30 seconds long and it leads nowhere, and you batch like 24 of them and you just put them out there.
This exists.
Ah, okay.
Does it?
Yes.
It doesn't go anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think it's so
This
funny.
exists. But it's still in its infancy, I'll say. No one's done anything like super creative with it.
I wanted to call
I'll
it the
say.
Notcast, and it just doesn't go anywhere. And it's just the social clips of being like Sydney Sweeney's tits, am I right? And it's like 2 other things, and then like that's the end.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's fun because that's all people want out of a podcast sometimes. It's like the clips they could share. It's like, why don't we just cut out the middleman?
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's our podcast. That ends up happening. We post a clip, it gets 1,000 views. We post an episode, it gets 40 views.
Yeah, no,
Like,
that's it. See?
It's the real
People
ones,
just want
though.
the clip. Yeah, Ryan.
Do you have a hot
Deacle.
take that we can clip right now?
That
you react to?
Actually, yeah. One that I actually set up all of this to ask you guys. So I've been wondering if I'm a funnier comedian when I'm single. Have you ever thought about that?
No.
Like I don't.
Why?
I have thought about this. I don't know if I am or not, but I do think I'm a.
Are you
different
single
comedian.
right now?
Yes.
Do you think you're funnier?
I think that I feel freer to say and think about.
You have more time to pay attention to the craft.
It's not the
It's
time, is what I'm saying. Like it's something. Sometimes I'll think of a joke. If I'm in a relationship, I will think of a joke and be like, I think this is funny. I want to say this on stage. I don't want to have to deal with the argument that I'm going to be in.
That's a you
when
thing then. No,
Yeah.
don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
You
I feel the
cannot be
same
burdened
way.
by that. You do feel the same way
No,
too?
no. I feel the same way as you, where it's like people in my family that are alive that I talk to a lot have caught some stray bullets on stage. Where
Me
I'm like,
too.
man, if they
I
hear
straight up
that,
killed
my
my
mom is
grandmother in a
gonna
joke.
cry.
Me too. Yeah.
I have a couple bits where I'm like, my mom might cry if she hears this
Just
material.
to be clear, I did not kill her, but she dies in a joke, and she is alive in real life.
I've
And I
killed
call
my
that killing.
own mother in a joke, and then the punch, something about, oh God, how did it go? When I was young, this woman told me that my voice sounds like I have dicks in my mouth, and then 10 years later, she died of throat cancer, and that's karma, and also rest in peace, Mom. And I've said that in the room with her. But I also had to go over to her house the day before and be like, you're coming to my special, and I have this joke that you haven't heard. I'm going to say it right now, but you know it's not real, right? I had to, preface it.
You were setting her up not because you wanted to warn her that the joke was
It was
coming.
a courtesy.
That you wanted her to not say anything
Correct.
to ruin it.
Dude.
That's right.
I'm going to say this. Shut up.
She said, don't tell that joke again. I don't like it. And I said, I got bad news for you. I've been telling that joke for 9 months. You're the last one to hear it. everyone's heard this show.
No, I
Mom, it
mean,
kills.
my Wednesday night we did an open mic, and my mom's friends were there. My mom lives in North Carolina. She used to live in Mobile, and her friends were sitting there, and they pulled out their phone and started filming me. And it was right when I was doing the bit about how I know that I couldn't have been gay because my mom raised me, and there was no way she was going to teach me how to keep a man.
So funny.
And yeah,
Classic.
but I just know. But you catch my mom on the wrong day, a rainy Sunday, and like, oh man, that might really hurt her feelings.
The joke that my mom was most averse to was I have a joke about my dad fucking black drag queens, and she was pissed about that. And I was like, I went to my dad. She said it in front of him after a show. They came to a show, and she goes, "I really hated that." And I go, "Did you hate it?" To my dad, and he was like, "Well, not really." And I was like, "Well, your opinion is the only one that matters in this case." Like,
Yeah.
Also, we all know, or is it true? Like, did I strike a nerve? What the fuck?
I had a bit forever. It's like a true story, but the second part's a bit. But like, where my grandma one time was like, yeah, I'll probably never see you do comedy. And I was like, why? And she's like, because I just don't want to see you talk like that. And in my head, I'm like, Gammy, you say the N-word. And I come and watch you perform every Thanksgiving.
I thought you were going to say that because she thought she was dying. Like, I'll never get the chance. And you're like, why? Are you on hospice?
No, dude. It's just because, she doesn't want to hear me cuss and stuff. And it's like, in my 30 years on Earth, I've heard you say some wild shit, Grandma. You know what I mean?
To answer your question, though, like, I don't think you should be with anyone. I mean, it's just me. I don't think you should date anyone that has any problem with, like, literally your art and you being like, this is literally performance and make-believe. And if I bring you into it, it's a fucking joke to heighten this concept I have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've just been in that situation a few times, and I'm like, man, I enjoy the freedom of like, I'm just gonna write this joke and I'm gonna say it on stage, and I'm gonna go home and sleep peacefully because I don't give a fuck.
Have you heard the shit I say about my husband, the person I'm married to? Yeah, what's he gonna do? You know, he knew what he was getting into. Come on.
And that's another thing. It's like you'll date someone that knows you're a comedian, that knows that you do this, and then be like, well, I have a problem with you doing that.
Here's the deal.
What?
First of all, what? I agree with you. We met, my husband and I, we've been together for 8 years. We met because I had a famous, you can look it up, sex blog.
Okay.
It was called exboyfriendmaterial.com. Like, it's still out there. But he was a fan and he wrote in fan mail. That's how Drew and I actually met.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I used
cool.
to write for
romantic.
BuzzFeed and like Hello Giggles. Like I published essays in all these literary journals and stuff.
I'm
a real
before.
writer. But we met through it, and so when I started doing stand-up, my family, everyone knows that this is who I've been for. I wrote the sex column for my university newspaper for 4 years.
Y'all's story is like the LGBTQ plus version of You've Got Mail.
You've got male genitalia.
Holy shit. Do you have that as a bit already or something?
No.
That's hilarious. I love that.
I do this for a living.
You've
It better
got
be funny.
male genitalia.
You heard it here, folks.
But that's my point, is like, he can't get mad. I'm like, this is how we met, is me like self-expression of like really personal, really dark shit for public consumption. Like,
he could be accused of acting brand new at that
100%.
point. It's like, what are you doing?
And also, it's like you
Nothing's
don't
off limits.
realize, like, when you, especially the deeper you get with your material and the more you express things, the more you like can affect other people like in a positive way. Because like I used to be nervous about, like, when I first found out my kids were autistic, there was like all these mixed. I didn't know how to feel about it. It was like I was still drinking and doing blow and stuff, so I was like kind of depressed about it. I was like, something wrong with me. Like, what does this mean? All this stuff. And then I started talking about it on stage and making jokes about it. And now, like, so a lot of times I'll get on stage and other parents of autistic kids, I'll end up having a 20-minute conversation about, oh, my kid bites people too, and I'm like, oh shit, like,
excellent.
And then it's like, but like we sit there like and it's like, oh man, we're not alone in the world.
Same
you
with
know
sobriety.
what I mean? Like, yeah,
every time.
Yeah.
Or the worst is like a lady will come up without fail all the time and be like, I have a son and he's also gay, and every time I'm like, do you want me to fucking fight him? Like, do you want me to kick his ass?
I was there with another comedian. We drove there together, and we did the show. And not spoilers, but just a warning. This is really embarrassing for me, and yeah. So after the show, we hang around. This is in New Orleans. So we're hanging out this is back when Bourbon Street was fucking cool and all that. This is pre-COVID and all that. We're hanging out, of course, getting drunk, and we go to leave to go home, and the Uber we get into asks us about our night or whatever, and like that we're comedians and out of town, and we have that whole conversation. And he tells us that we fucked up by getting on Bourbon Street and getting drunk. We should have just gone to one of these liquor stores, or like it's those gas stations that sell liquor that he knows about, and we could get super cheap liquor and could have gotten like drunker and had way more fun. So we were like, hey, fuck that. Instead of taking us to the hotel, take us to one of these liquor stores that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So we did that, and sure enough, the liquor here is like dirt fucking cheap. So we get like more bottles and take that to the hotel. And all I remember is us sitting up together, taking shots and watching PBS. And at some point during this, I black out. Now, from her perspective, she gets woken up in the middle of the night from a call coming from the front desk that's like, hey, there is someone here that is half naked saying his name is Ryan Adams that needs to come up to the room. And she's like, that's impossible because Ryan Adams is right. And I'm gone.
What the fuck?
And she's like, yes, he can come in. He can like get a key or whatever. So I apparently, this is just shit that like I pieced together throughout the night, throughout, afterwards. At some point in the night, after we went to sleep, I needed to go, like, pee or whatever.
Yeah.
But I have this like weird thing where if I'm blackout drunk and I need to pee, I
Oh
just
my
find
God.
some like anywhere else except for the bathroom that's right fucking there.
That makes me want to tell another story. Keep,
Yeah, I
keep
know
going,
exactly
keep
what
going.
you're talking about. I do this. I don't know. So this being a hotel room that you know the mechanics of a hotel room door, you can't just like walk the fuck out and expect to come back in.
Yeah.
So I guess in whatever I was sleeping in, like underwear, just socks or some shit, I just wander out into the hotel in New Orleans, and I have flashes of going up and down the stairwell. I have flashes of like talking to people, sort of, or whatever.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sure it was people being like, "Are you okay? like, are you good?" And them coming to, "Oh, he's drunk," and then just like leaving me alone or whatever. But I'd also like piss the bed and shit.
Oh my God.
So this is why. Oh, and this is also, I also got a parking ticket, which to this day I did not pay. So I, for years, had like a looming fear that I was gonna enter the city limits and immediately be like, "Oh, you're on the list. you're the most wanted." So like this time going to New Orleans, I was like, I'm now sober. I'm a much better comedian. I'm a much better person. It was a much better trip.
Nice.
So yeah.
One time, Ryan. So this was back when we were both fucking drinking heavy, and we were both just getting. We were never hanging out with each other, and we were both just separately just getting trashed in our separate bedrooms, just getting drunk all the time, and then like passing each other awkwardly in the hallway, like, "Sup." That was 4 years. Of living
Yeah,
here.
this darkness, dude.
And then, so next thing you know, I was told about this, I believe, the next day by the neighbor. I think might have told me this at first, and then you told me. But I'll let you explain. You just say what you remember.
What I remember?
Okay, so well, basically what happened is Ryan was in a blackout and decides to go to the restroom. Now, mind you, we live in an apartment building where it's 4 apartments, like in like a big ass house, and each apartment is a exact copy of the other apartments, but just from the left to the right. So like everything in our apartment's to the left, everything in the apartment next to us is to the right, but they're identical. Like, it's scary. When you go in the other apartment, it's like, what the fuck, dude? It's a mind warp. It's like Inception.
Yeah.
So Ryan's in a blackout. He gets up to use the restroom, And I guess for some reason he doesn't go back to his own bedroom. He exits our apartment.
Which is in the opposite direction, by the way.
Yes.
Like, if you, like... how do I explain that? If you came out of the part of the hallway where the bathroom is and was like you needed to get back to my room, you would turn right. I took a left for some reason. I don't know. I know this house so well. I've made this trip thousands of times. It has to be.
Yeah, dude. He fucking goes out of the apartment, takes a right, walks into our neighbor's apartment who they weren't home. So their door was unlocked and he just goes,
I don't know how the fuck I got in.
He just goes straight into, well, their lock was fucked up. So they couldn't lock their door. But like, because of how like kind of secluded it is back there, they weren't like too worried about it. Until Ryan just enters their home, walks in a blackout to their couch and just lays down and goes to sleep. To which he's woken up by them, like, because I guess they realize that he's the neighbor. They recognize him.
Thankfully, they recognize me.
They wake him up.
Shit,
so what happened when you woke up?
So it was I guess he was living there at the time.
Yeah.
The
Steven.
boyfriend. Yeah. I just remember him, like, I guess he couldn't audibly wake me up, so he was like shaking me, and I was like, huh? Oh, shit. And I remember like looking around and not recognizing at all where I was, and I was like, I've been here before, but not specific. Like, I mean, like, I've been in this state before where it's like I'm waking up and I'm in a room that I was clearly put in by somebody else. But I knew that wasn't the scenario because I wasn't like I was at home. Like, I wasn't hanging out with anybody. Yeah. So like, who the fuck put me here? And then that's when I started looking around and like recognizing the faces in front of me. And I was like, oh, I'm next door.
Yeah, dude.
How the fuck did I get next door? And he was like, hey man, like, I think I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna go. And I just left. And that was that. Later, years later, I was at Nixon's up the street and I ran into him. And we had a great laugh about it. It was fun.
Oh, dude, one of the funniest times is when he first started dating her, and he had first started he moved in there. Mm-hmm. I fucking had that truck. Remember that silver truck that I had? It was Frankenstein's truck that he was loaning me.
Yeah.
And it was messed up to where it wouldn't start, it wouldn't turn all the way. So Frankenstein taught me. He was like, all right, if you have it in park or whatever. He's like, unpop the hood and you take a metal screwdriver and you touch the metal screwdriver against these two bolts and it just starts the truck up.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not a car person. You know what I mean? So especially at the time, 5 years ago, that really freaked me out or whatever. I was like, all right, I guess that's what I do. So then I'm out there and I'm going to do that and I pop the hood and I didn't realize that the truck was in drive or whatever. And so it starts up, boom, and right when it starts up, it just drives itself right into the back of his car, which is parked, and it hits it boom, and then it's just, my truck is just going and pushing his parked car into the middle of the road, skirt. So I'm running, and my truck door shuts, and I'm like, oh my God, please don't be locked. And I go and I open it, and it was unlocked, and I get in it, and I have to put it in park real quick, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I'm chasing my own truck.
Yeah,
that's driving itself.
Slapstick ass comedy, dude. This is amazing.
So then I had to I get in the truck, and I back it up and park it, and then I get out, and I knock on the door, and I'm like, yo, dude, and I could tell he was high as fuck. What's up? He's like, what's up, man? And I was like, bro, I just hit your car. And I was like, it's not bad. There's a little dent, but I fucking smashed it. I don't and I was trying to explain what happened. He was like, what? And I was explaining. He was like, and then he just went and looked and he was like, oh, you're good, man. And I was like, you sure? And then he's like, yeah. And then he looks at you and he goes, wait, is my shit just in the middle of the road? I'm like, yeah, dude, it like pushed it out there. And he had to go down there and move his car because there was cars that couldn't get by and they were honking.
Oh
It was
my
a
God.
nightmare, dude. It was a nightmare.
I just imagine, like, if you took that whole scene and put it on, like, sepia tone or, like, sepia or however you say it.
Oh, like
there's a guy named,
like the bike scene from Friday.
Yeah, like, there's a guy named J.L. Barnum watching it, like, oh, now there's one of the greats right there. Carson Taylor, he knew how to do comedy. It's like,
Car tracks, me running after it. That shit really happened, dude. That was awful.
that's crazy.
I got up and left immediately.
Yes, because
immediately.
yeah,
They didn't understand Clinton.
no, well, Clinton is an acquired taste, but once you've acquired that taste, boy, what we got tonight was a treat. It was some new shit I haven't
Yeah.
heard.
Clinton is your grandma's goulash. You know what I mean? Not everybody likes goulash, but your grandma's goulash? You understand what I'm saying? When you first see it on the plate, you're like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then you take a bite and you're like, ah,
Oh,
okay.
freaky.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I like that.
This guy's got a new spin on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. The first time I saw him, I was like, oh, this is something special. And I feel like every single time I hear his name, like, called to go up, I'm like, I want to, like, tap somebody else on the shoulder and be like, no, what?
This guy.
This is going to be special.
This is the champion of the people.
Yes.
Clinton Grimes. He's a rock and roll legend.
Yeah.
He really is, like, he's a normal guy, but it's that he portrays this kind of autism or like something is off about him, but it's like part of the thing.
Yeah.
It's like he
He
like,
wears
I
it-
feel like if you only see him perform or if you don't hang out with him as much as we get to see him, you're like, so what's up with that guy? And it's just like, oh, Clinton?
No, he's just,
Like, Clinton's Clinton.
no. He wears whatever he has, he wears it well.
He's avant-garde,
It's-
dude. Like
yeah.
everything about him, and I love that he just wears a white shirt, black shades,
Yeah.
and then
that's
just
his-
goes on a 5-minute sing-song rant about, I mean, truly what it feels like to take a lot of LSD or mushrooms, and the fact that the song will be about a bird on a branch, and then there's a car wreck, and then the little old lady, she couldn't remember her pennies,
Yeah.
for her pennies were locked in the drawer.
That's actually
like,
a
what?
spot on Clinton impression.
Yeah.
Like that's what it'd be like. Except he'll be like singing sometimes. Dude, it's truly an experience.
It really, like, to trip and see Clinton do an hour
Bro,
would be incredible.
dude, if
It
I
would
was
be incredible.
any kind of on any sort of like psychedelic drug and seeing the room respond to Death Sled, that would blow my mind.
So Clinton does this song, and I think we might have talked about this before.
Oh, it's
but
worth repeating.
He does a song called Death Sled, where he just talks about different versions of car accidents. Like, it might be like your mom gets in a car wreck, or like this high school prom queen. She on the way to prom, she gets in a car wreck. Sounds awful. Sounds like
It is
very
awful.
horrendous and sad. But he revs up the fucking room like a Harley Davidson engine, dude.
You truly feel part of something,
Bro.
when he sings this song. dude.
The first time he started doing this is what's amazing is now the comedians have caught on. We know the song. We always chant the song. But it's amazing to watch no one in the room know the song. And by the end, they are all screaming the lyrics. And he goes,
Yeah, dude.
you drive your death sled. We drive our death sled. We drive our death sled. And it's it's like a spin on Elvis. Like if
Yeah,
Elvis was in a car wreck and then started singing. Like, that is like, it's avant-garde. It's almost like, as someone who loves weird stuff like him, like I love Wayne, I love Mr. Bungle, I love that new guy well, he's old, but Wesley Willis that does rock and roll McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. I understand what he's doing. He's taking life and he's like, you know what I mean? It's like very Tim and Eric in a way, or like,
It's like an impressionist painting.
yes.
It's like, I don't want to see what it looks like accurate.
Yeah.
I want to see what it looks like through the lens of a madman.
Yes,
Like, it's crazy.
he's looking at life through a dirty, dented bus window.
Yeah,
Through a Greyhound bus window, and he sees life through that. And
That's a
it's
great analogy.
It's incredible. I think he's a genius. He reminds me so much of Colonel Bruce Hampton.
Yeah, you said that.
He's the guy that wrote the song Throndossel.
Yeah, that dude. He died on stage.
Yes. Clinton Grimes is a young Colonel Bruce Hampton. Like, for no reason. Someone asked Colonel Bruce Hampton in an interview, they're like, what's your, like, point of the music you make and everything? And he was like, I want to take a napkin and lay it on a brick in an office. Because the 6 and the 7s, when Gematrobe met Grumatrobe and the 6s became the 7s. Like, that's like literally, that's every interview with him. And you're like, what is he? And then he'll literally in the middle talk, he's like, because the 6s, the 6s became the, and then he'll go back to talking like, you're like, all right, dude. Like,
Yeah, he was placed here.
dude,
by
he's
something.
incredible. Throndossel, dude. Anybody who can come up with the name Throndossel is from another realm, dude.
See, that's one of those, like, he was placed here, and you think that he's the experiment, but you're the experiment. Like, the
Yes.
experiment is like, what would you do if this dude was here?
Yes.
And just see what happens.
If you want to look up some weird music, you want to discover something new that you've never listened to before, you're always like, everything's boring. Like, I want something
Oh,
different.
Dude, there's some shit out there.
Colonel Bruce Hampton. Start with that. And then just let Wikipedia take you to a million other places.
I thought you were going to say Clinton Grimes.
Clinton
'Cause I
Grimes,
don't know,
when he releases something, yes.
Dude, I don't know if I said this on the podcast, but I know I told you. I don't know if he has released music or anything, but he sent me a DM. I don't.
He
shit.
makes beats and shit. He
Yeah,
makes songs.
Dude, he fucking, I didn't realize that. I guess I was like blackout drunk. I used to drink. But fucking, I found in like our past DMs, like he had sent me like 3 voice notes or whatever of just him singing songs and shit. And I'm like, am I the only one who has this?
Yeah.
Do I have unreleased Clinton Grimes music? Holy shit. So yeah, I keep that pretty close to my heart.
You know what I realized? I didn't put the previous episode in this episode. You know, I always
that's
do that in a little
right.
square, and I should have done it
Yeah.
perfectly over the laptop.
Yeah, that's true.
But it happens. Yeah, I also didn't do the fuck Morris Day on this.
Oh, damn.
It's, you know what?
Look at that.
I'm thinking of you, but you know what? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I guess this episode's not going to be a part of the canon.
This episode will have fuck Morris Day, though.
Yeah.
Make sure that.
You know, they know they can wait us out. Like the generations of people that were
Rockefellers.
right. Like people that rode on the bikes with the big wheel.
No, but I'm saying like just their lineage is gonna do like you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah, those people are gonna like.
They're like my billions are just going right down to this kid, and then
like
to
they're
his
thinking
kid,
in
and his
centuries.
kid, like,
We're thinking in our lifetimes.
Yeah.
like our little 75s.
Like honestly. The best that you can hope for is, let's say some idea of the Matrix is real. I hope Neo is like Elon Musk's son. Someone who's going to inherit, like Barron Trump. I hope an angel touches Barron Trump on the forehead and he's like, whoa. And he just does the right thing.
You could be the one. It's like, don't change any of your behavior right now, but like there's going to be a place that you're going to be in and you will know what to do when you're there.
One day you'll
and
be
that's
called.
All I was going to say.
One day you'll be called to lead the people, Barron.
Yeah. He's going to be the John Connor. Mm-hmm.
Oddly
that
enough,
dude's at a fucking Turning Point USA bullshit right now, dude. It's not.
Oddly enough, it was a child named Barron who made a country fertile again.
Sorry, Victor.
It's the reverse.
Oh God! Look at his face.
He's like, bro, stop that.
Yeah, he's like, I thought I'd never hear it again.
Nightmares of that. Did you ever read The Giver?
Yes.
Bro, one of my favorite books of all time. The Giver is like that. That is like the moment where, like, as a kid, I think like the kids that like that book all smoke weed now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yes.
Like,
And you know what? I'm so glad you said that. I feel. Do you remember what like grade you were in when you read The Giver?
yeah, I think it was in like the 5th, 6th grade.
See what I
something
mean?
like that. Like,
It similar. Like
Yeah.
I remember, like I was very young when they had us read that book, and now looking back, I'm like, dude, the themes in that book, and like, there's no fucking way I was ready to digest that fucking book at that age, dude. What? I was
especially like when they're killing
10,
babies
like,
and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I remember reading that as a kid and being like, y'all know what y'all let me read over here?
Yeah, like, do y'all realize is this a mistake? And it feels like they did it like as like a demarcation of like, no, y'all are about to be grown. Like we're gonna sneak something in here that's like a switch. It's like they're like y'all about to put on this Dilla beat. Basically, it's like y'all about to experience some adult shit.
I'll never
going into middle school.
I'll never forget how the book ends too, because like music's illegal, like music's like not a thing, and also people are so numb. You're generations into the world being like this. It's like, no, this
it's
is
all
just
like
life.
gray.
And to try to wake people up is to be an enemy of the state.
Yeah.
Like instantly, it's like something's wrong with you. Why are you trying to?
You're like a terrorist.
Like, yeah,
You're
exactly.
seen as like a bother.
That's why I love MF Doom, dude. That's his whole character. He's like, your news paints my character as a terrorist, but I'm here to save y'all. But fucking, no, so,
They go out on the sled. and shit.
yes,
Yeah.
and then they get down and they're like in the snow and he's like tired and they're like stop, and then like the end of the book he's like in the distance he saw like a little house with like smoke coming out of the chimney and he swears he heard the sound of music, or maybe it was something else or something like that, and then the book just ends and you're like, oh dude, they found freedom.
Yeah.
Like,
or just we weren't even. I don't think it even like occurred to us that like the this isn't the world, you know. So like when that happened, it was like the end of like The Village,
yeah,
or something, where it was like, oh, all these people are crazy and would appear crazy to a normal person in this universe,
yeah.
and he just like broke out of it. Like that I don't know, that was really cool. But I really do I still think that Baby Ryan was not ready for the I won't say child sex scene because that makes it sound nefarious, but two
Oh, I
kids
forget
did
about
have
that.
yeah, they did
like
have
that-
an intimate, and I remember reading it like, ooh, like
It's like
this is-
that-
like they touching each other.
What was
and
that
shit.
movie from back in the day? The Blue Lagoon or something? It was like they had an original one in the 60s and I think it was remade in the 80s.
Are you not talking about the one where there was the brother and the sister and
Is that the one? There's another one that I can't think of, but it's like a similar thing where it's like you look back then and you're like, strange for adults to be going. It's not like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
them
it's
children's, you know. But yeah, I remember the girl had like red hair or something. She was like seen as like like because everybody had the same color hair, but like hers came out red for some reason,
yeah.
and she was seen as like other because of that. How did she live?
I don't remember.
Because I remember he escapes with like a kid.
Yeah. He saves the baby or whatever that they're supposed to kill.
Yeah.
Because man, dude, oh man.
This is like, by the way, 5th and 6th grade.
I gotta
listen to what we're saying, by the way.
I gotta
like, this is what
reread
happens
that
in this book.
dude.
Like,
I gotta reread that book because when he gets picked to be the giver, and they're all like, "Whoa!" And then the giver's the old man who teaches him all that shit, and the giver gives him he's like, "Hey, man, like I'm about to give you some deep. It's the Morpheus Neo lesson. Like,
yeah.
hey,
you're about to know some shit.
You're about to
that
know it.
only we know
that
Like,
everything's a lie, and that this is not freedom at all.
Yeah.
Do with that what you will." Like,
crazy. I really do feel like there's something similar that happens when you make it to a certain level in politics. Because they do kind of.
Yeah, the Manchurian state or whatever that
Yeah,
was.
like they're shown something or told something that makes them be like, oh, shit. We're not going to do the revolution, are we?
Well, you
like,
know,
we really need things to stay the way they are, don't we?
there is that theory that because like in the 50s they were using LSD on soldiers and like basic training to try to see if like mind control and like hypnotism. And basically the thing that my grandfather signed up for in the 50s when he did LSD, it was like the reason he did it is because they were specifically trying to see how this new drug and hypnotism worked together, because they wanted to see if they could come up with a mind control drug to win the Cold War. And so my grandfather said, yeah, they tried to hypnotize him while he was on LSD and all that stuff. But I do wonder if it was just 75 years ago, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You do wonder if they ever did, like, what if there is a, because you ever see that video of Shaq, like, looking fucking hypnotized?
Oh,
dude.
I've seen a couple of, there's one of Eminem, there's one of Beyonce.
Where they're literally just like,
yeah, like they're being like restarted or some shit on live TV.
Like who's behind the camera doing something or Man, remember Chris Angel, Mind Freak?
Yes.
God, I loved that show as a
you
kid.
know why I'm a hypocrite? I don't like ghost hunting shows. Love magicians.
Dude, magicians
I can't
are
get
the
enough
best.
magicians, dude. Dude.
People shit on magicians or whatever, like like it's some hack, like bullshit, creepy guy job or whatever. I'm like, no, dude, those guys are artists. And shut your mouth, dude. That's like it's like you know what it is? It's magic is wrestling for miracles.
Ooh, what?
You know what I
mean? Somebody write that down. You do.
Magic is wrestling for miracles, and I don't believe in miracles either. I believe that there's just science we haven't discovered yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But wrestling is magic for magic is wrestling for miracles.
I always think of like if people shit on magicians, I'm like, okay, I challenge you to create a magic trick. Just think of a magic, like the fact that they do that in the first place is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I've created a way to make it look like, I don't know, this water in this cup over here is gonna come out of my nose or some shit.
Yeah.
But it's not really gonna come out. I've just figured out a way to make it look like, and I'm like,
well, have you
how
ever seen?
did you do that?
Have you ever seen David Blaine? This is like maybe almost a decade ago now. It was a long time ago. But David Blaine was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he talks about there's magicians. He was like, there's no trick, and Joe Rogan's like, what do you mean? He's like, no, he's actually doing that. And like he ended up dying from lung cancer or whatever, but he would like explain like certain magicians that died from their trick. Like this one guy would put like 1,000 cigarettes in his mouth and smoke them all live on stage. And Joe Rogan's like, he's like, oh, so like, what's the trick? And he's like, no, he's smoking 1,000 cigarettes.
Yeah.
And he died of lung cancer like 5 years later or whatever. And you're just like, oh shit. Like one guy was like seriously like, I think he said there's one guy that can't figure out yet. Or something like this, or like it's a trick that he's tried to pull off or whatever, but this dude literally, I think he put swords in his body. Like actually like put swords through his own body. Like I swear to God. I have to go back and look this up.
And the magic community, can't figure it out is what he said. It's like they can't figure it out.
I haven't seen this in a long time.
But still, like I just like the implication that as magicians, they have like a council, and they're like, this guy, man, like he just won't.
It looks like the Star Wars council, like, all of their different pods.
No, I like to think like they just have a residency that like every now and then they just have like a conference room that they rent out at a hotel.
Yeah,
and they just meet there, and they're like capes, and they're like the Legion of Doom on a budget. They're just
Joey
like,
Five's there.
Yeah, Joey Five. Like that's the guy we need to ask about this. If we can get into the Mobile magicians community.
Man, I wish I could just show you the video right now, but I don't know. Will we get taken down if we?
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a
see,
good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea either.
I like
God
how
damn it. If it was 2007, we do whatever the fuck we want.
yeah, like, we got control of all the content happening here.
Yeah.
So,
But man, yeah, I also love Magic. Was my point. Magic is incredible to watch.
I wanted to be a magician when I was a kid because my mom took me and my brother to underground Atlanta. I think my sister was there. I think we were visiting her. But we went to a magic shop, or I might have dragged them into a magic shop. There's a lot of my memories that I remember as we went somewhere, and it's been reframed to me as Ryan went crazy when we walked by it, so we had to walk in. So I guess that's probably what happened. We walked into a magic shop for whatever reason, and this dude behind the counter, I guess, was I don't know. Now I look back on it now, and I'm like, you were very excited to show us magic shit. I mean, like he was very into it, but he showed us a thing called a Svengali deck, which is like a deck of cards that like you can like spread them out and like display them and do all kind of like cool shit. But like when you do the trick, it makes one card like rise up like independently, like it's like levitating.
What?
Yeah. And I lost I think the deck was like $70. My mom was like, there's no fucking way I'm buying that. But I was like, I have to figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
And I thought I could figure out how to do it with a regular deck of cards, which I had. And I obsessed over it. There's a trick in the like I didn't realize this. Like, that's why you had to buy that deck, because it's like the trick is in the specific deck. Like you can't just fucking do it because you're not a wizard, you know. But like yeah. For a while I was like, I want to learn magic tricks, so I did for a little bit, but I never learned anything crazy.
I did the same thing when I was a kid. I'd go on YouTube and look up magic tricks, and I'd get cards and try to like figure out some.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude. I remember like there's that like around that time I got obsessed with like this all happened at the same time for me. I was like playing NCAA and like San Andreas, you know what I mean?
Yes.
That was like playing those two games mainly. But I was starting to play guitar. I was learning like little weird magic tricks. That was a phase that I went through at that age. I got obsessed with boxing.
Oh.
I would watch ESPN Classics because they would show like old fights from the 60s and 70s. And like as like a 10, 11-year-old, I was obsessed with watching like black and white footage boxing matches. And then I know, hey, dude, I swear to God, I loved it. I would watch Muhammad Ali fights and shit from the 60s. And then there's actually on my old YouTube page, we can show this. Holy shit.
Hold on. What are we unearthing?
I have a YouTube page from 2007.
All right.
2008. Hold on, bro.
Is it you reviewing a fight?
No, I just made like
CTZ11.
CTZ11, dude.
Yo, he just typed in CTZ11.
Look, this is what I was watching back then. Michael Cera and Ellen Page from the Juno soundtrack. Jonah Hill, Seth Rogen, Pineapple Express.
A sensitive child.
This is 7th grade. Project Pat, Common, Tupac, Sublime.
Oh my God.
Candlebox.
Candlebox. On Letterman.
Alright, bro. Here's all. I have my playlist was called Pimp List.
I see.
Calvin Johnson, The Catch, Leprechaun and Mobile
Yeah,
Kid gets hit in the
dude.
face. Remember this?
It's in the face with a trash can.
This is the song I told you about. I'm gonna buy you some gum.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck Morris Day.